like people in the industry, like they're so fucked up from like literally like the life that they've had that like, okay, so I DM'd him, you know, I like go on my little sprees.
Okay.
I'll like, what I do is I'll go and like drink. And I'll see who he's following and just DM every single hot guy I see with a blue check mark. And hoping that just pays my bills one day, because shit, this pussy and my penthouse are not gonna pay itself. And so I DM'd him and he was like, yo, like, I think he was like in Atlanta. I was like, I'm not, like, so he came and he was like, let's go to dinner. And I was like, okay, just like text me where. Like, kept it really cool. Made a reservation at Mastro's, but like could have sent me a car service, but like I'm an independent woman, so like I'm gonna get like shot or like.
You actually went out your way, Kevin Gates, and took this person out to dinner and made reservations?
Ganger was
no, it's Chapo.
cartel. I'm like, what is El Chapo?
It's okay, baby.
Just smile and nod.
Okay.
It's a good thing you don't know who El Chapo is.
And it was just one of those situations where I almost felt like I was like at like lunch with or like in trouble with my principal. Like I felt like he was literally looking so deep into like my soul and my like 9 different holes that like I didn't even know what I was getting into. I tried caviar for the first time. That was cute. It was hot. And then I was telling him earlier, like it's crazy that like I have experiences with people or I hook up with people and then my brain just like I think teaches myself to like forget, or I have dementia, I don't know.
You're like one of the two.
One of the two for sure, I just don't know which. And we were in his car, he was playing me his new album, he was on Instagram Live, and in my brain I'm like, dude, he shows me on live, and I'm like, ugh, I just know one of like the fans from Iowa, like where I'm from.
That is a dude.
Yeah, like that's a fucking dude.
You know, like this is a whole damn man sitting right here in the blue. A whole man, born a man, everything. So the trans woman went from the restaurant with Kevin Gates to his home. She's basically explaining right now that, you know, at that point, I didn't even want to tell him that I'm trans woman because, you know, I might have to take an Uber home. This is that and the third. Okay, I mean, I guess that is the trans woman excuse, you know.
That's how they always are.
You don't ask, you go.
Yeah, you just go. You just follow the rules. And I've always been bad with following instructions, reading rules, the whole nine. And so we get there.
Like, tell us some, yeah, you don't ask questions. You just go, no, bitch. Whatever.
Which like could have like literally, I'm not kidding, like spread eagle. I think he was like eating me out or something, and then in my brain he like stopped, and I'm like, oh.
So the trans woman is stating like, okay, so at this point, you know, he's eating me out. Kevin Gates, you ate a penis that was transformed into a vagina. This is why I'm single. The stories that I be hearing about people dating and the shit I be seeing what people be going through in their relationships, I'd be like, you know what? I'm good. There's be too much weird shit going on out here for me.
He's not out of breath that quick. Let me get this man an oxygen tank. But he was like, can I ask you something? And I go, yeah? And he was like, well, are you trans? And I go,
so since he saw the vagina looked a little different, he's like, and probably saw scarring and stuff. He stopped eating it and looked up and was like, let me ask you something. Are you trans?
I was just like, I was so dry. Like, come on. They're like,
what gives you that idea?
And I was laying there and I go, you caught me.
You caught me. Like, you tricking. See, this is why I think it'd be so much violence with the trans men. You know, it'd be so much violence. Because first off, y'all be out here looking like women, dressing like women, attracting straight males, all right, that don't know that you used to also be a male, or don't know that you currently still are a male. It's like, is he gonna stop? Let's see.
Got me. And he literally was like, baby, I don't give a fuck. God raised all of us equal, all this stuff. And I was like, that makes you so much more attractive, and that makes you so much more, like, honestly, manly and hot, that you, like, that you know that I had to work harder and pay more than all these other fucking crusty, dusty bitches with, like, stinky pussies. And so that was that, and then he ended up, like, blocking me.
That's exactly what they be out here calling real women. Calling real women fish, stank pussy bitches, and all kind of shit like that. Oh my God. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. Woo! Alright, what's up, y'all? So I'm back. Okay, I started doing this Kevin Gates, and then in the middle of me doing the video, all of a sudden it just started hailing. The hail just started falling from the sky, and I kind of just got kind of like sidetracked and was like, you know, forget this for the night, and I'll pick it up. You know, I'll finish it later. So You know, this trans Lila then came out and is pretty much giving like graphic detail about, you know, her sexual encounter with Kevin Gates. And they felt good that Kevin Gates accepted them when they found out in the middle of having sex. When Kevin Gates found out in the middle of having, he looked down at the area down there and something wasn't right. You know, something didn't look like it looked like a fabricated. So, but I guess they looked good enough to keep eating this man that impersonating a female. All right, because that's pretty much what it is, and that's what I'm finna just call the trans. They want to I identify as a woman, all this other bullshit. I ain't playing these games no goddamn more. You're a man impersonating a woman. And now y'all have taken y'all impersonation so far to the point where now you got doctors out here that can literally cut off your penis, slice it up, reattach it, make it look similar to a vagina. You know, didn't know this, but I had to do some research. And come to find out that those that actually do get the surgery and and has it turned into, it ain't a vagina, it's a damn hole carved out down there. You know, it's just like a piercing in your nose. They have to stick things up there and keep it plugged, you know, certain days out of the week to keep it open. If you take the piercing out of your nose or any other piercings that you may have, you take the earring out, what's going to happen? The hole is going to close. Stating that, you know, they have to take medication for the rest of their life, hormonal medication for the rest of their life. Otherwise, their body will try to revert back to its natural form. And I've always stated that should tell you a lot right there. That should tell you a lot right there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have to take medication for the rest of your life, if you become trans, you know, so that your body doesn't try to revert back to its natural form. You know, your body is telling you something different than your mind. You know, we like to trick our minds and they have our minds try to tell us stuff. You know, your mind is telling you that you should have been a woman on the outside. Then you go to the doctor, slice up your body to try to make it happen. And your body is like, no, bitch. Your body tries to revert back to its natural form. He stop in the middle of it and ask you if you is a man. And you like, yeah, I'm a man. Pretty much. And he's like, oh, well, you know, everybody should be loved at the end of the day. You know, blah, 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 you know. And you know what, to be honest, this should have told it right here. This right here should have told it. I mean, you know, he got the feather in the hair. But, you know, when I seen the feather, I was like, you know what? You know, he's an Aquarius. You know, Aquarius, they're different. They're like the aliens of the zodiac. You know, they're a little eccentric. So it was like, you know, I was like, okay, you know, it's different, you know. But then, you know, when you really think about it, I'm the type, well, when I think about it, because, you know, I'm more so of a tomboyish type of girl. You know, I grew up with one sister and 8 brothers. So the fact that I grew up with one sister and 8 brothers, you know, it's like, you know, when I see a dude that's just trying to be a little too pretty, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to be a little too pretty, you know, and I understand men want to be, you know, handsome, you know, like, you know, take their pictures, you know, look sexy. Men want to be sexy too. They want to be sexy too, but then it's a difference. It's like a difference when you really sit back and observe. Like, my nigga prettier than me, you know what I'm saying? Because Kevin Gates is a handsome guy. And since he lost all that weight, I didn't like him when he was like big and his face was like kind of round. It was like, eh. But when he lost his weight, you know, and started taking care of his skin and all that, obviously eating healthy and stuff, you know, I was like, okay. You know, Kevin Gates looking nice, but, you know, he is a pretty nigga. He was moving towards, you know, he trying to be pretty, not handsome. So then, you know, that's when you have to start thinking, you know. This right here told it. Now that this has happened, this has put this trans in a position to where, you know, their ego has been now boosted and lifted up now. You have the Nicki Minaj's, now I see the Nicki Minaj's and the Cardi B's and all these women that are going out here getting all these surgeries, trying to get these small little waists and these big asses, these big titties, you know what I'm saying, the big cheekbones, these over elaborated features. So trans is the ones that started with these over elaborated blow up doll looking features, you know. And now these are the ones that men are out here praising and glorifying. Oh, yes. Yes. You know what I'm saying? These women got tired of competing with these trans. The trans taking all the men. Because men are visual. So they're just going after what looks good. Like I stated, men will date a beautiful bitch with an ugly ass heart. You know what I'm saying? Long as you look good on the outside, you can be a witch. You can be used to be a man. You know, it don't really even matter. It really don't even matter. They're going to just date you just based off of how you look. Like, and like I stated, this is building up the egos of these trends. It's like, damn, shit, I could take your nigga. I look better than you, bitch. Yeah, with all your surgeries, of course. You know, with all your surgeries, of course. You know, walking around looking literally like a Barbie doll. Everything is perfect. Like, it's like, like, that's probably the most beautiful thing that you've ever seen in your life. And then y'all all just falling for it. And it's just like, these are all science experiments. You know what I'm saying? These are all science and medical experiments. I ain't gonna get too much farther into it, but you know what? I'm finna stop sparing people goddamn feelings, cause I see that they ain't sparing real women's feelings out here. You out here calling women's fishes and stink pussies and all kind of shit like that. So it's like, and you are literally a walking impersonation. You're an impersonation of a woman. You will never, ever, ever be a woman. That's why you gotta keep your pussy dilated. You know, my advice, which is genuine, I would say do not mutilate your freaking body. You know, if you are a male that is a feminine male, just embrace your feminine energy, man. Stop being so goddamn shallow. Stop going after folks based off of how they look.
Like, how am I looking?
You've been fine.
It smelled. She had a certain scent. She told me that too.
Yeah,
Like,
it kind of smells like the bathroom at Hardee's sometimes. But like, okay, so
The bathroom
with
at Hardee's.
having
that does not.
honestly not even Hardee's, the club in LA. Let's be real.
That's just nasty as hell. That's just nasty as hell. And you had a nerve to be around here calling women around here stink pussy bitches and shit. Like, you need to damn stop it. Because I know you have to be dushing and spraying something up there all the time. Like, spraying it out. You know what I'm saying? Like a damn car wash or some shit. Because it's like, literally, it's like this. Like, you just had a hole carved in you. So that's it. The whole world goes to shits and you ain't got dilators and all kind of stuff. And we out running in the woods like some Ukraine, Russia junk. And we all trying to get out of the country. Like, y'all the slowly going to be doing like this. You're going to be walking around here like a Barbie doll. With no openings down there at all except for your booty hole. Like, it's just like, I'm just like, just don't do that. Who the hell wants to be dealing with that for the rest of their life? You know? And no matter how much you try to change, you will never be a woman. Or the trans men too, no matter how much you try to change, you will never be a man. Like, it's like, yeah.